Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing the geology part of your CUET 2021 questions. Okay. So the first question is that the geological term that used to be an episode of mountain building process is termed as your orogeny. Okay. This is your correct answer. So orogeny, what is orogeny? It is the horizontal movement of tectonic plates leads to those subduction or collision between two plates that's leads to an orogeny event. Okay, and craton is your Archean crust that has been exposed. That is exposed. This is your craton, and terrace in terms of structural terrace or river terrace. We know this about. Okay, and silt is a type of craton or more than one craton that has been covered by or that has been overlain by cover rocks. Craton. Silt means craton. Okay, one second. Silt, that is cratons that has been overlain by cover rocks. Okay. So we have heard this term called Indian silt, and inside that Indian silt we have so many craton that has exposed the Archean rocks. That is your Bastar craton, your Singhbhum craton, your Dharwar craton, like that. Okay. Then we move on to your next questions. The next question is, the ring of fire refers to the location of an earthquake and volcanoes. The correct answer will be your along the rim of your Pacific Ocean. Why this is called as ring of fire? Because the volcanoes, a series of volcanic islands are there. Okay, they are formed due to the subduction of Pacific plate inside your under your various continental plates. Example, your Japan. Okay, that's why it is called as your ring of fire, and the subduction is taking place along the rim of your Pacific Ocean. Then we move on to your next questions. That is, if a breaker of sea wave were left to evaporate and dry out, the minerals left present in the container would most likely be your, the correct answer will be your gypsum and halite, because halite, by the formula you know, chemical formula is NaCl, and we know that majority of ocean water is consist of NaCl salts only. Okay, that's why if you use your elimination method, then gypsum and halite, that is the option number 2 will be your correct answer. Okay, and gypsum and halite both are evaporate variety. That means after the evaporation of water, these things will remain. Okay, then move on to your next questions. That is question number 29. The longest topographic feature on Earth is term as your, that will be your correct answer is your question number option number 3, that is interconnected oceanic ridge system. Okay, because if this is your Indian subcontinent, this is your India, and along this part is your Himalaya. Okay, and this is your Carlsberg Ridge. This is your Carlsberg Ridge. This is your Carlsberg Ridge, and along the eastern side there will be your 90-degree east ridge. Okay, this is your African part, and this is your American part. Along this there is your Atlantic, mid-Atlantic ridge. These ridge systems are somewhere interconnected. That's why these are the longest feature of the Earth. Okay, then Question number 30. Question number 30 says that which of the following soils will have the highest cation exchange capacity? What is cation exchange capacity? Okay, the cation exchange capacity is the capacity of a soil to absorb your nutrients cations. Nutrients cation like Mg2 plus, Ca2 plus, all these ions are your nutrients for your plant. Okay, so when and the correct answer for this question will be a soil with high clay and humus content will be your will contain your high CC capacity or cation exchange capacity. Okay, why a soil with high clay content and humus content? Because we know clay are seed silicate, so they are made up of SiO4 tetrahedral that are in seeds form. Okay, so in clay what happens? Si4 plus is replaced by your Al3 plus. Okay, Al3 plus. And do we know that tetrahedra is a balance body? Okay, what balance body? Okay, so we can say in layman way that Si4 plus, that is get neutral that gets the Si4 plus charge is get neutral by 2 O2 minus ions. Okay, that means 2 oxygen ion can create a neutral compound of your SiO4. Okay, that's why the tetrahedral is a neutral compound. Okay, so what happens when Si4 plus gets replaced with Al3 plus? That means one negative charge remains. So that's why a soil with high clay content will have a net negative charge. And when the humus content is high, what happens? These organic acids that is contained within your humus get dissociated with time, and this dissociation will lead to a net negative charge. That's why a soil with high clay content and humus content will have highest CEC capacity or cation exchange capacity. Hope you understood. Okay. Then we move on to your next question. That is your question number 31. Which of the following planets has the highest number of known natural satellites? Okay, we know Mars has 2, Venus has 0, Uranus has 27, and Neptune has 13. Okay, that means option 3, that is Uranus, will be your correct answer. Then question number 32. Arrange the element, that is helium, iron, hydrogen, oxygen, and silicon in the increasing of their abundances in solar system. This is the main thing in solar system. What happens? So the iron will be less, after that silicon, then oxygen, then helium, then hydrogen. This will be your correct answer. Okay, iron, after that in an increasing order, then will be Si, that means silicon, then after that there will be oxygen, then helium, then hydrogen. Option 1 will be your correct answer. Okay, the series of the abundance series you should remember. Okay, this is a factual question and comes directly in various series. Then there will be question number 33. Okay, seamount and the island chain in the ocean are formed due to, I am reading the options, that is option 1 states intraplate volcanic activity originated from the hotspot, the convergence of oceanic plate and oceanic plate boundaries. Option 3 states that the frictional melting of oceanic lithosphere at conservative plate boundary, and option 4 is your divergence of plate boundary. Okay, so the correct answer will be your intraplate volcanic activity originated from your hotspot. Because what happens? This is due to hotspot are your surface expression of your mantle plume. Okay, this is your mantle plume, which is more or less constant. Okay, in its position. After that, due to plate tectonic activity, lithosphere is moving above it. Okay, so what happens? Volcanism occurs in this plate, in this part. Then after that, the plate moves. Then this part will shift to this place, and another mound will be formed. So after that, there will be this series of mound will be there. Okay, series of mounts that when exposed onto a water surface will create your island chains, and sea mount are your isolated volcanic mounts, okay, that can also form due to your hotspot activity. That's why intrapolluted volcanic activity originated from your hotspot will be your correct answer. Then moving on to your next questions. Age of the present ocean floor are ranging from 1500 to 4500 million years, 500 to 1500 million years, or 0 to 500 million years, and option 4 is your 0 to 200 million years. Okay, because we know the average age of your oceanic crust, oceanic floor is your 65 million year. Okay, 65 million year, and the oldest is being your 180 million. Okay, so according to this, the option 4 will be your correct answer. That means 0 to 200 million years. Okay, then we move on to your next question. That is question number 35. Okay, isostasy model proposed by Aris. So Aris hypothesis states that I am stating its gist that according to Aris hypothesis, there will be an equal density and unequal thickness. Unequal thickness. Okay. So according to this, let's read the options. Option 1 states that consider as mountain have higher density than the oceanic crust. This will not be your correct answer. Consider as mountain have lower density than the oceanic crust. Option 3 states that consider as mountains have same density as the oceanic crust. This will be your correct answer. Option 3 will be your correct answer. That means there is equal density throughout the crust, and mountain are the higher part. That means they have an unequal thickness as compared to your oceanic crust. Mountain have a higher thickness. That's why option 3 is your correct answer. Then question number 36. This is a factual question. Most abundant element in the earth crust by volume is your oxygen. Okay. Then moving on to your question number 37. The failed arm of an continental rift is named as your Ulacogens. Okay, Ulacogens. First, we know a common upthrown site. This is your host part. That means there will be a common upthrown site for two downthrown sites, two adjacent downthrown sites. That is a host. And hotspot, I told you before, a hotspot are a surfacial expression of your mantle pillow. Then island shells, you know, that means Olacogen. Olacogen means the rifting that took place in the earlier part did not continue in that particular direction. This means this is your Olacogens. Okay. Then question number 38. Okay, question number 38 states that helpful ozone layer is found in which level of your atmosphere? That is troposphere, thermosphere, mesosphere, and stratosphere. Option 4 will be your correct answer. What happens? There is helpful and harmful ozone. Okay, helpful ozone, or that is we call it good ozone. Good O3. Okay, that is contained within your stratosphere. But in troposphere, what happens? In troposphere, due to reaction between your, I'm erasing it, in your lower part of your atmosphere, in troposphere, that is bad ozone or harmful ozone. Okay, this ozone is created due to reaction between oxides of nitrogen and volatile organic compound. We call it in VOC. Okay, VOC, volatile organic compound. This bad ozone within your troposphere, that is lower atmospheric level, is created due to reaction between oxide of nitrogen and volcanic or volatile organic components, okay, or compound, we can say. So this bad ozone is the main ingredient for your smoke. This leads to smoke production in your atmosphere, in your lower atmosphere. Smoke means smoke plus fog. Okay, this is smoke plus fog. It's called as smoke. So stratosphere contains your helpful ozone layer. Then we move on to your question number 39. So thermohaline circulation in the ocean generally does not depend directly upon what? Option 1 says density, option 2 is salinity, option 3 is temperature and magnetic field. According to this term, thermohaline is related to both salinity and temperature. When salinity and temperature changes, the density also changes. So that means option 1, 2 and 3 are related to your thermohaline circulation. So the option 4, that is magnetic field, does not affect your thermohaline circulation. Then question number 14. One of the erosional landform developed due to glacier is your cirque. Okay, this is your cirque. Moraine and esker all are depositional features. That is your cirque will be, that is your first option will be your correct answer for these questions. Then question number 41. Question number 41. Triple junction are the point where three continent meets, three plates meet, continental crust, oceanic crust and mantle meet, three trajectory of the hotspot meet. So triple junction are the point where three plates meet, three tectonic plates meet. Tectonic plates mean your crust and your upper part of your upper mantle, that is your lithosphere, that is your whole lithosphere, crust plus lithosphere is your tectonic plate. Okay. So where the three plates meets, it is called as your triple junction. It can be your constructive, destructive, or conservative type, or in between them. Okay. Triple R, that is ridge system, is your most stable triple junction. Okay. Then your next question. 1 second. Question number 42. Which of the following is in the process of formation of new ocean basin according to your Wilson cycle? So what is Wilson cycle? Wilson cycle is the complete procedure of opening and closing of an ocean. Okay. Complete opening and closing of your ocean is explained by your Wilson cycle. After before the rifting take place, according to your Wilson cycle, first a slight upliftment take place, and after your upliftment stage, there are six stage that leads to your complete opening and your closing of your sea. First is your juvenile stage, then is your youth stage, then your mature stage, then your declining stage, then your terminal stage, then your suturing stage. This juvenile stage leads to your rifting, that is East African rift. Okay. So juvenile stage is East African Rift, that then new stage is your Red Sea, then mature stage is represented by your Atlantic Ocean, then declining stage is your Pacific Ocean, then option 5 is your, stage 5 is your terminal stage, that is Mediterranean Sea, and then switchering. Switchering is represented by your Himalaya. So according to this, the option 2, that is U stage, here in the question, option 3 is your correct answer, Red Sea. Okay. Then we will move on to your next question. Question number 43. So, what are the three components of your stream power equation? Stream power equation means rho G Q S. Okay. Rho relates to your density, G for your gravitational acceleration due to gravity, Q means discharge, S means slope. So, according to this, stream discharge, channel slope, and water density. Option 4 is your correct answer. Then, question number 44. Karst topography is associated with your groundwater erosion. Karst topography is your topography without any superficial drainage pattern is your karst topography. It is mostly found in your carbonate terrain and formed due to your groundwater erosion. And question number 45. Okay. The layer of the earth that is broken up into 12 large and many small rigid plates is called your lithosphere. This is the thing. Okay, lithosphere consists of your crust and upper part of your upper mantle. Okay. Then we move on to your question number 46. Question number 46 states, if a mountain experiences a constant rate of upliftment of 1.5 meter per 1000 year, at the same time the mountain height is also changed by erosion at a rate of 2.6 meter per 1000 year. What will be your long-term effect on the height of a mountain? So that means the rate of upliftment, that is 1.5 meter per 1000 year, is less than your rate of erosion, that is 2.6 meter per 1000 year. So the height of the mountain will decrease. Option 2 will be your correct answer. Okay. Option 2 is your correct answer. Then we move on to your next question. That is question number 47. So Lonar Lake is a, option 1 is volcanic crater, option 2 is your meteoric impact crater, option 3 is your karst lake, option 4 is your glacial depression. So Lonar Lake, that is present in India, in Maharashtra, in Buldana district of Maharashtra, is a meteoritic impact crater. Okay, it is in Buldana district of Maharashtra. Okay, it is a saline lake, that is world deepest and largest saline lake, that is formed due to your meteoritic impact. Lonar Lake. Okay. Then we move on to your next question, that is question number 48. Days are short periods of time that are determined from paleomagnetic information. The correct option is Crohn's. Okay, we know so sub-Crohn, super-Crohn, Brunhes, Matuma, Gauss-Gilbert. Brunhes, Matuma, Gauss-Gilbert. These are the various short period of time that is indicated by your unique, that means single type of your polarity, that is determined from your paleomagnetic information that is preserved in your rock. We call it as Crohn's. Okay. And we move on to your question number 49. Question number 49 states, a zone consisting of all the strata deposited during the existence of a zonal organism is called as your, first option is biozone, overlap zone, abundance zone, and barren zone. So correct answer is your biozone. Okay. Why biozone? Because it is the stratigraphical interval that is indicated indicates the existence of that particular organism throughout the stratigraphic history. And in overlap zone, what means? Two or more organisms share the same stratigraphic sequence or same stratigraphic interval. It is called as your overlap zone. And abundance zone means that particular organism is preserved in abundance in that particular stratigraphic interval. That is your abundance zone. And barren zone is the stratigraphic column that is devoid of any fossil, okay, or any organism. That's why biozone, that is option number 1, will be your correct answer. Okay. Then question number 50. Question number 50. So foraminifera made their first appearance in your Cambrian period. This thing you need to remember the time scale according to the index organism. You should remember the time scale, your geological time scale according to the index organism with their age. Okay. The foraminifera made their first appearance in Cambrian period. Okay. Then the next question is question number 51. Question number 51. Amphibian originated during your Devonian period. Okay. Devonian period. Something you need to remember. Silurian period is your coral first appear. Then land, air-breathing animal, air-breathing organism, you can say. Air-breathing organisms. Then in Devonian period, amphibian, also land plants appear. In Carboniferous, there will be reptiles. This is important. And in Cambrian period, there will be your brachiopods, your trilobites, foraminifera. All this appear during your Cambrian period. Cambrian period saw your highest boom of your organism. That means diverse organism appear during your Cambrian period. That is after the end of your Proterozoic and starting of your Paleozoic. So option 2 will be your Devonian period is your correct answer. During that time amphibian originated. Okay. Then your question number 52. Question number 52. Archaeopteryx fossil indicate which of the following geological time scale? The correct option is Jurassic, because after the formation of your reptiles and in between your formation of birds, existence of your bird or first appearances of bird, Archaeopteryx fossil boom. Okay. So this indicates the transition between your reptiles and your birds. And this fossil first existed during Jurassic period. Okay. Then question number 53. The biostratigraphic correlation involves option 1 stage, only the stage of evolution of flora and fauna. In this, it is written fauna and faunal resemblance. Then after that, only guide fossil, only the position of a biostratigraphic sequence. Option 4 states all of the above. So biostratigraphic correlation involves the involvement of organism in the form of fossils with respective stratigraphy of different area. That means all of the above can be done within the biostratigraphic correlation process. Okay. Only guide fossil can be also interpreted by biostratigraphic correlation. Guide fossil will be for stratigraphic column. Index fossil will be there also. Okay. And your position to a biostratigraphic sequence can also be interpreted by using biostratigraphic correlation process. So option 4, that is all of the above, will be included in biostratigraphic correlation. Then option 54. Then question number 54. The Jura mountain, from which term Jurassic system is derived, found in Switzerland. This thing you need to remember. Okay, in Switzerland there is a famous Jura mountain. From this Jurassic term has been derived. Okay, then question number 55. Which of the following is the correct sequence of your Indian geological time scale? Indian geological time scale. You know the IGA system of time scale. That means there will be your Archean, then Proterozoic, then your Paleozoic, then Mesozoic, and then Cenozoic. So, according to your Indian geological time scale, after Archean, the Archean, the Proterozoic period is indicated by your Purana division. This is your Purana time. Okay, and Paleozoic is your Dravidian time, and Mesozoic, Cenozoic is your Aryan time. So according to this, Archean, after that Purana, then Dravidian, then Aryan. So option 3 will be your correct answer. This is your Indian geological time scale. Okay. Then your Bijli rhyolites. Question number 56. The Bijli rhyolites belongs to your Nandagaon. Okay. The sequence is Amagaon, Nandagaon, Dongargarh, Kharagad. In under Dongargarh, under Nandagaon, there are two magmatic sequences. One is your Pitepari volcanics and one is your Bijli rhyolites. First Bijli rhyolites, then your Pitepari volcanics. This is your Nandagaon. Okay. The correct answer is your Nandagaon group. And option. And question number, one second. Question number 56. After that, question number 57. Question number 57 states, which of the following is the oldest formation? So let's see. The age of fossil is Oligocene to mid-Eocene. Okay, Oligocene to Miocene. Your Subathu is Paleocene to Eocene. And Daksha is your Eocene to Oligocene. And his Pinjore formation is your Pleistocene. Okay. So according to this, the Subathu formation will be your correct answer. Option 2, that is Subathu formation is oldest here. Okay. Question number 58. Placer gold deposits are mostly in S nature. Alluvial, colluvial, aeolian and alluvial. The correct option is your alluvial. The placer can be of alluvial type, colluvial type, aeolian type and alluvial type. All four type of placer are found, but gold are mostly found within your alluvial placer. Okay. And question number 59. Epigenetic ore deposits are those which form. Option 1 states before the rock formation, host rock formation. Option 2 states in the same time as the host rock. Option 3 later than the host rock formation, no relation with the host rock. Option 3, that is epigenetic, means after the formation of host rock ore deposition took place. That means later than the host rock formation. If the host rock and the ore deposit are same time, then it is called as your syngenetic. Okay. Then question number 16. Sulfide ore of mercury is the option 4 cinnabar. Okay. The formula is HgS. Okay. Real gar is arsenic 4 S4, that is ore of arsenic. Orpiment is also ore of arsenic, that is As2S3. Urgite is a ore of iron and zinc. This is your Urgite is your ore of zinc and iron. Sorry, ZnFeS is your urgite. Orpiment is your, both are ore of arsenic. Okay. Sulfide ore. And cinnabar is your mercury sulfide ore. And question number 61. Okay. Gondite and cordite are magnesium deposit, manganese deposit, molybdenum deposit, copper deposit. Option 2 is your correct answer. That is manganese deposit. Okay. Gondite and cordite, these are metamorphosed rock that contains your manganese deposit. You heard about this term, this stratigraphic formation, Mansell formation under Saucer group. So this type of ore deposit is found in this Saucer group under Mansell formation. Okay. This gondite and cordite rock are found in Eastern Ghat mobile. Okay, Eastern Ghat mobile. And question number 62. Okay, Rampura Agucha are mines. Rampura Agucha mines are famous for the lead zinc deposit. Okay, Rampura Agucha, Rajpura Dariba, and Jawar. Rampura Agucha, Rajpura Dariba, and Jawar. These are the three most important lead zinc belt of India. Okay. And question number 63. Polymetallic nodules are generally restricted to your deep sea ocean floor. Okay. This is mostly found in your Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. So polymetallic nodules, it contains manganese, cobalt, okay, nickel. These are the various elements that are found within your polymetallic nodules which form in deep ocean floor. Okay, deep ocean floor. Then we move on to your next questions. That is 64. Tin and tungsten mineralization is commonly associated with your granite. Okay, granite. These tin and tungsten are your incompatible element. Okay, incompatible element. Incompatible elements. These have the tendency to goes into the liquid. Okay, they will tend to stay in the liquid medium. So if we consider this in terms of temperature, then dunite will form first, after that gabbro, then basalt, then granite in terms of temperature. Okay. So either temperature is the deciding factor, then melt that will remain at the last will be entries in your tin tungsten and form granites. Okay. So Degana and Balda, these are your tin tungsten deposit. Okay. tin tungsten deposit in India. In India, okay. These two things. Okay. Then question number 65. So muscovite is your seed silicate. You know this? Seed silicate. Double chain silicate is your amphibole. Amphiboles are double chain silicates. Then femur silicate is your quartz. Feldspar also. Seed silicate is your muscovite, that is micas. Okay. Mica. And single chain is your pyroxene. So seed silicate, muscovite is a seed silicate. Okay. Then question number 66. The transition elements are uniquely suited to act as chromophore because they contain electron that is partially filled with d orbitals. Okay, option 1 is your correct answer. Why option 1 is your correct answer? Because transition element has half filled d orbital. Okay, half filled d orbital. Half filled d orbitals. So when energy is introduced into your transition element, what happened? The electrons from lower energy cell of d orbitals tends to jump into your higher energy d orbitals. Okay, from lower energy to higher energy d orbitals that lead to your d transition. d transition. One second. The process is called electron jumping from lower energy d orbitals to a higher energy d orbitals. It's called as your d transition. Okay, d transition. And due to this transition, energy is released through your color in color form. Light is released as color form. That's why transition elements are uniquely suited to act as chromophores. Chromophores means that produces color. Okay. So option 1 is your correct answer. And question number 67. A zone crystal is indicated by this. Okay. Option number 2 is your correct answer. That is circular bracket. The zone symbol is for phase. This is indicated by twin flame. Our bracket is twin plane. Okay. And we don't put comma in your symbols. That's why option 2 is your correct answer. The zone crystal is indicated by UVW and circled by your square bracket. Okay. And question number 68. Optic axis is defined as the direction or direction along which there is no double refraction. That means the system will be isotropic along that direction. Along that direction. Okay. This thing you know probably. Then we move on to your question number 69. Pyrothehedron is the hemihedral form of trisooctahedron, tetrahexahedron, trapezohedron, deltoid, dodecahedron. Okay. So what is hemihedral form? That is half the number of faces required to form a closed form of holohedral form. Okay, hemihedral form is your a form that consists of half the faces required for holohedral form. Half faces of holohedral. So trisooctahedron, this is pyrothehedron has 12 faces. Okay, pyrothehedron has 12 faces. 12 faces. Okay. One second. Pyroxyhedronal 12 phases. Trisoctahedronal 24 phases. 24 phases. But the symbol for trisoctahedronal is HHL. Okay. Trisoctahedronal HHL. Tetrahexahedron that has 24 phases and the symbol is HK naught. Okay, the symbol is your HK naught. And pyroxyhedron has also symbol HK naught. That's why tetrahexahedron has 24 phases and symbol is your HK naught. Pyroxyhedron has 12 phases. The symbol is your HK naught. That's mean pyroxyhedron is the hemihedral form your tetrahexahedron. Okay, this is the correct answer. Option 2 is your correct answer. Okay, and deltoid dodecahedron it has 12 phases. Trapezohedron, why not? Why this? Why this option 3 is not correct answer? This is because your symbol HM symbol is your HLL. Sorry, trapezohedron HLL. So tetrahedron has HK naught symbol and it is 24 phases, consists of 24 phases. And pyroxyhedron has also a symbol of HK naught and it consists of your 12 phases. Okay. And move on to your next question. That is question number 70. Which of the following is not a closed form? The prism. First order prism. Prism always a open form. So first order prism is a open form. This is a open form. It do not possesses sufficient number of faces to enclose a space. That's why first order prism is open form. Okay. Then we move on to your question number 71. So mineral anorthite has. So before doing the options, we see anorthite is your plagioclase system. It's a plagioclase mineral. Okay. So it crystallizes in triclinic system. Triclinic one bar. That is pinacoidal. As we know, triclinic system do not have do not have plane of symmetry and axis of symmetry. That's mean these option is incorrect. So no axis of symmetry. Option 4 which will be your correct answer. So mineral anorthite do not have your axis of symmetry. Okay. Only triclinic system has center of symmetry. Triclinic one bar, center of symmetry. No plane of symmetry, no center of symmetry. Sorry, no plane of symmetry, no axis of symmetry. Only center of symmetry present in triclinic one bar system. Okay. Then we move on to your next question. That is the Buchan zone described from the northeast of Scotland consists of which of the following sequence in order of increasing metamorphic weight? It is this Buchan zone is in low pressure sequence. Okay, this is a low pressure sequence. One second. This is your low pressure sequence. Okay, low pressure sequence. So in low pressure sequence, what happens? After the formation of chloride zone, then biotite zone, then corticoid zone, then andalusite zone, and then sillimanite zone is formed. That's why option 3 will be your correct answer under low pressure condition. Okay. Kyanite form under high pressure soil. Okay. So andalusite and forms under low to medium pressure. That's why chloride zone, biotite zone, corticoid zone, andalusite zone, and sillimanite zone in the sequence is your correct answer. Then we move on to your next question. Which of the following metamorphic rock cannot form from shale? This is marble. Okay, marble form from limestone. Question number 74. Which of the following metamorphic rock is not paired with its two parent rock? This is your greenstone basalt. This is correct. Quartzite, quartz arenite. This is a type of sandstone. Okay, this is a type of sandstone. Schist can be formed by shale. Hornfels do not form from dolomites. Okay, so hornfels and dolomite is the wrong choice, wrong pair here. Question number 75. Okay, foliation is mostly observed in your metamorphic rock. That's why an alignment of mineral grain in a metamorphic rock will be consistent foliation. This should be foliation is a fabric element. Okay, fabric means the particular orientation or the particular feature that we are considering should be present throughout the rock body, throughout the sample. It is called as a fabric. So foliation is a fabric element. So in metamorphic rock, the alignment of mineral grain are throughout the rock forming an foliation. Okay, option 3 will be your correct answer. Question number 76. A rock rich in garnet and pyroxene amphasite that form in extremely high pressure and moderate to high temperature is called as your eclogite. It is pyroxene amphasite is your diagnostic or characteristics mineral assemblage in eclogite cases. That's why eclogite will be your correct answer. And question number 77. Out of the 32 crystal class, only these classes have center of symmetry. So this is 11. Only 11 classes have your center of symmetry. This thing you need to remember. Okay. So oxygen, atom of oxygen 16, mass number 16, oxygen 17, and oxygen 18 have same number of proton but a different number of neutron. That's why this is called as isotopes. Okay, isotopes. And when the same number of neutrons are present, this is called as your isotones. Okay, this is called as your isotone. When two elements have same number of same number of neutrons, it is called as your isotones. When there are same number of electron and proton but different number of neutron, that is mass number is different, this is called as your isotopes. Okay, so option 3 will be your correct answer. Question number 17. Okay, the smallest particle of an element which can take part in chemical reaction and may or may not exist independently is called as an atom. Okay, for example, oxygen 2. So that means two oxygen atoms need to combine in order to exist freely. Okay, in order to form a charge neutral compound. That's when O2. So atom is your smallest particle that take part in your chemical reactions. And question number 80. The nucleus of an atom consists of 8 proton and 6 neutron. Total number of electron present in a neutral atom of this element will be, there will be same number of proton and neutron in order to form a neutral compound. Okay, that means there has to be 8 number of electron to form a neutral atom. Okay, 8 proton and 8 electrons. Plus minus charge will be cancelled out. So there will be neutral atom. So option 3 is your correct answer. And question number 81. Okay, the beta decay of potassium 40 leads to the formation of argon 40 and calcium 40 also. These two answer is correct. Okay, argon 40 and calcium 40 also. Okay, there is a series of decay sequence that I think you don't need for this particular stage. So you remember that in a decay series, potassium 40 can form argon 40 and calcium 40 through your decay. Okay. Okay, then we will move on to your question number 82. Hydrolysis or a solution is an exchange reaction, substitute reaction between water ion and salt ion, substitute reaction between precipitate and the solvent, exchange reaction between your precipitate and water ions, exchange reaction between water ion and salt ion. Okay, this is your hydrolysis. Hydrolysis refers to your chemical breakdown of water. Okay, chemical breakdown of water is called as your hydrolysis, and during hydrolysis and your solution actions, exchange reaction between your water ions and your salt ion takes place. That's why option 4 will be your correct answer. And substitute, why not substitute? Because in exchange reaction, one thing is given and another thing is received. But in substitute, what happens? If there is not enough ions or one thing is present, then we replace or we provide with an alternate option. That's why we call it substitute. But in exchange, what happens? You give something and in return you get something. Okay, that's why it is called as your exchange reaction between water ion and salt ion. So option 4 will be your correct answer. Then we move on to your question number 83. Okay. So direct stress acts dash to the surface of the body. This is direct stress or normal stress, we can say. So option 3 will be the correct answer. That means force has to act directly perpendicular to the surface, normal to your surface. That is called as your direct stress. Is parallel is called as your shear stress. This is shear stress. Then question number 84. So when a groundwater body is separated from the main groundwater by a relatively impermeable stratum of small extent, it is called as your PYQ aquifer. Okay, what happens in the unconfined section? This is your unconfined. This is your water table. This is your water table. This is your unconfined aquifer. This is your This is your unsaturated form. This is your unsaturated thickness, unsaturated thickness, UST, unsaturated thickness. This is your saturated thickness part. Okay, in unsaturated thickness, what happens when clay layer is present? So the clay layer restrict the downward groundwater movement. That means water get saturated in that particular region, forming a temporary source of water. That is called as your pod aquifer. That is found within your unsaturated zone. Okay. Then question number 85. In which of the following are the limbs dipping away from each other? Okay. Synform we know. This is a synform. Syncline. Syncline is younger rock in the core and older rock in the outside or the periphery. It is called as your syncline. Anticlinal fanfold. That means this type of structure. Fanfold means the limbs should be overturned. Okay. In antiform, we know that limbs dips away from each other, but in anticlinal fanfold, what happens? The limbs are overturned. Overturned means they are rotated more than 90 degrees. That means they dips towards each other. Okay, dips towards each other. But in synclinal fanfold, what happens? This happens. So these limbs dips away from each other. The limbs dips away from each other. This is also a overturned fold, but in syncline case, what happens? The orientation of the limb, that is generally in syncline, what happens? The limbs dips towards each other, but due to overturning, the limbs dips away from each other. The option 4 will be your correct answer. Okay. And question number 86. Selective cleavages are formed during F1 folding, F2 folding, F3 folding on deformed state. So generally selective cleavages are formed during F1 folding. What happens if this is your layer? 1 second. This layer is getting folded, and this bedding plane is called as your S0. When folding takes place, that means we are compressing from either side, the layer get folded. Okay. Due to stress, what happens? If this is your axial plane, the minerals that are present within this particular layer that we are considering for folding, the minerals get oriented parallel to this particular axial plane, forming a cleavage that is called as your slatty cleavage, that is parallel to your axial plane. Slatty cleavage that formed during your F1 folding stage is parallel to your axial plane. So slatty cleavages form due to rearrangement of mineral grain due to stress acting parallelly towards the layer leads to your slatty cleavage formation during F1 folding stage. Okay. Then question number 87. Conjugate fold is fold in axial surface which dips towards each other. These are the conjugate fold. Okay. This is your axial plane. It is dipping towards each other. Box fold, conjugate fold. This leads to your two axial surface that dips towards each other. Okay. Fold that has axis dips towards each other in case of your conjugate fold. Then we move on to your next question, that is question number 88. Strike joint, by definition, it should be parallel to your contour rod. So it can be of any orientation, but should be parallel to your contour rod, strike of the contour rod. So the option 4 will be your correct answer. Both vertical and inclined joints, we do not consider the orientation of that particular joint, but should have strike parallel to the strike of the contour. Okay. Then the joint is termed as your strike joint. In comparison with your strike of the contrary rock, the joint should be parallel to that particular contrary rock. Okay, strike of the contrary rock. That's why the joint is called as your strike joint. And in strike joint, we do not consider the orientation. We just consider the orientation with respect to the contrary rock, with respect to the strike of the contrary rock. If both the joint strike and the contrary rock strike are parallel, then joint is termed as your strike joint. Okay. And question number 89. Shear fault are variety of your strike slip fault. Strike slip fault. Okay. Then question number 90. When two sets of beds separated by an unconformity that are not parallel, it is called as your angular unconformity. Option 1 will be your correct answer. Angular unconformity takes place due to tectonic activity. This is your unconformity surface, then there should be layered rock present above the unconformity surface, and these are angular relation between your cover rock and the basement rock. Okay. So this conformity, it is called as also as parallel unconformity. This is called as your parallel unconformity, and non-conformity or heterolithic unconformity leads to two distinct lithological contact. That means there should be igneous rock. Once again, there should be igneous rock or metamorphic rock overlain by your sedimentary rock. This is your sedimentary rock. This is sedimentary rock, and this is your unconformity surface, and below that there should be igneous rock or metamorphic rock. Okay. Then we move on to your next question. That's why it is called as your heterolithic unconformity, due to heterogeneity in lithology. Okay, above the unconformity there will be sedimentary sequence, and below that will be your igneous or crystalline sequence. You can say metamorphic or igneous sequence. Okay. Question number 91. Ophiolites are the part of your oceanic lithosphere that has been preserved onto your continental plate. Okay, continental lithosphere. In subduction zone, what happens? In subduction zone, these some parts get abducted into your continental crust. Okay, and gets preserved. This oceanic crust that is subducting below your continental plate get some parts get abducted due to pressure and get preserved on the continental plate. That is storm mature ophiolites. Okay. Then question number 90. Nephelinite is composed of your nephelin, clinopyroxene, and olivine. These are undersaturated rock. Both olivine and nephelin. These are undersaturated rock. Nephelin plus clinopyroxene and olivine is termed as your nephelinite. When nephelin, olivine, and feldspar, it is called as your nephelin cyanide. Okay, nephelin cyanide. This is your nephelin cyanide. Okay. Then we move on to your next question. That is question number 93, sorry. The volcanic equivalent of diorite is your andesite. Okay. And volcanic equivalent of sienite will be your trachyte. And monzonite will be your latite. So volcanic equivalent of diorite is your andesite. Option 3 will be your correct answer. Okay. Try to remember your IIGS classification of both plutonic and volcanic. And question number 94. This should be followed by your Taj diagram. Okay, Taj diagram. Taj diagram. So what happens when silica undersaturated basalt evolve through trachyte and eventually form your phonolite? Phonolite will be your right answer in this case because it is evolved through trachyte. After that, phonolite will form. Granite and rhyolite cannot form. Okay. Question number 95. Cementation before compaction will result in increase in porosity, decrease in grain-to-grain contact, increase in grain-to-grain contact, increase in your permeability. Increase in porosity will not be a correct answer. Decrease in grain-to-grain contact. If there are two grains, larger grain, in between there are cementing material. That means before compaction. Okay, this is before compaction. What happens? So this cement will inhibit or retard the grain-to-grain contact. That means decrease in grain-to-grain contact. Cementation will lead to a decrease in grain-to-grain contact. Okay, this will be your right answer. Option 2 will be your right answer. Okay. Then we move on to your question number 96. A rock having particle of gravel size is known as your rudaceous. Okay. When a rock are consist of your sand size particle, this is called as your sand size particle. When the rock is mostly of sand size particle, that is called as your arenaceous. When rocks is consist of mostly gravel size particle, it is called as your rudaceous. When rock is consist of your clay and silt size particle, and this is called as your argillaceous. And calcareous, you know. Okay. Then there is question number 97. So saturated but poorly permeable stratum that restrict movement of groundwater is called as acute tad. Okay, acute tad means it's retard. It opposes the movement of groundwater. Okay, the acute tad will be your correct option. In terms of acute fluid, it is saturated Equiclouded, saturated, what? Not permeable. Not permeable. That means groundwater cannot pass through. Not permeable, totally impermeable. That means it is equiclouded. Example is your clay. It can be saturated but cannot transmit water. Aqueous means no porosity, no permeability. Okay, and aquifers both porous and permeable. So aquitard, that is directionally permeable. Okay, directionally permeable saturated formation that are directionally permeable. It is called as your aquitard. Then we move on to your question number 98. Okay. A linear geological feature measure 5 centimeter in length on a geological map prepared into 1:50,000 scale. So what happens when 5 centimeter into your 50,000 will leads to your 250,000 centimeter. So ultimately, if you convert this into kilometers, it will be your 2.5 kilometer. This will be your correct answer. 2.5 kilometer. Okay. And question number 99. GPS you use in your mobile phones and navigation. So the full form of GPS is Global Positioning System. Okay, developed by your USA. Okay, and India is your NAVIC. In Indian system is your NAVIC system. NAVIC system. Global Positioning System is of US. Then question number 100. Which of the following process is not a part of digital image restoration process? Correction of lost data, atmospheric noise correction, geometric correction, spatial filtering. So when the digital image is taking place, we are considering which space or which area should we focus or should we photograph. So during the photography itself, we use spatial filtering. That means we filter out the undesired area that we do not need to photograph. That's why the spatial filtering process is not a part of your digital image restoration process. Okay, this is your 100 number question. Hope you understand. If you have any doubt, please reach out to us. Thank you.